What's up? What's up? Hey.
I was just over here having a little bit of fun.
Just having a little bit of fun with the beat effects. Cannot resist the beat effects. What's up, everybody? This is Ozan from the Tribe team. I'm here with DJ Hapa, aka the DJ Coach. What's happening, my brother? It's good to see you. We're coming to you from virtual reality. We are both in virtual reality. We're both wearing headsets right now, and we're both got hand controllers in our hands. And we've got these avatars that are representing us, and we are connected and doing the thing. As a matter of fact,
crazy.
It's so crazy. And as a matter of fact, we're not even co-located, right? We're in different parts of the world. You're in Los Angeles.
I'm in LA.
You're in LA. Yep. I'm out in the desert, out in the middle of nowhere, but we're connected and back-to-back DJing, just like we would in real life if we were in the studio.
So I know we're going to get to some of this, but I just have to say this because I want them to know that literally the song that I was just messing around with is a song that you put on your decks inside of your headset that I'm able to control as if it was in front of me, which is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's wild.
It's crazy.
I don't mean to skip ahead.
It's as if we're connected in some, like a video, like a Zoom call, but it's immersive 3D, and we're able to interact with all the stuff. And
no, you can't.
It's kind of mind bending. You can't do this in Zoom.
I'd like to see you try and do this in Zoom.
That's right. So the thing that, so we're inside a Tribe. If for folks that don't know, we're inside of Tribe XR, which is a virtual reality DJing application. And you can think of Tribe as like a flight simulator for DJing. We've modeled real world DJ equipment inside of VR, and everything is fully functional. We have the privilege and the honor of being partners with Pioneer DJ. And so we have the CDJ 3000 and the DJM 900 Nexus 2 all at your disposal. And
this is wild. This is wild. I mean, literally, for anybody that doesn't know, I mean, this is the type of rig you would see on any major festival stage in any major nightclub. This is about $10,000 worth of equipment that's in front of us right now. And it's just so awesome that you have access to essentially train on this. And I'm actually really glad that you said flight simulator because, for those that are familiar with this rig, you'll find that it's very familiar. I mean, the team did an incredible job, even the distance between knobs and, the way that things react. And to be honest, I was very skeptical at first, because I come from a tactile world. I mean, technically I started on vinyl records, so to come into this and be like, oh yeah, you can start twisting knobs and doing everything you would normally do without the rig, I didn't believe it. And it's incredible. I mean, like when you when you hover over something, right, with your hand controller, it lights up, and then you just grab it and twist it as if it was the actual knob. I mean, same thing with the faders. And after a while, it feels so natural to be able to do it like this. And you're just completely in this world.
Yeah. And it's the full range of functionalities. So, I mean, like that. And and you've got the loops, you've got the hot cues, you've got the full, the full range of controls, all the physical controls you'd expect. You even have the touch screen. You can needle search through your track.
I mean, literally down to every spec. You even have the virtual headphones, so you can cue on one side and then be able to still hear the master on the other side. I mean, like all of these things were thought through to really make this as real as it possibly could be.
Yeah. And then on the mixer itself, all the color effects, all the beat effects. So if we kind of crank this, can throw on some effects. Yeah.
Nice.
The beat effects, my favorite is the echo at 3/4. So yeah, the full gamut, the full Monty. So curious, when you how did you discover Tribe, and what did you think when you first heard about it?
Well, I mean, I've saw clips of Tribe, and I saw them on a web page, and so I'm seeing them in 2D, which many of you are watching this, on a website somehow, so it's flat, and so you don't really get the full effect. And I gotta say, like, you've got to experience this for yourself because VR is incredible, and this experience is something that you have to see firsthand. It's really hard to take something as immersive as this and to be able to display it properly on a 2D screen. But again, I was just very skeptical about whether or not this would translate. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool idea. And then once I got in here and I started to really, play around, I mean, I've fallen in love with it. I think it's an incredible way to learn how to DJ. It's, getting a chance to learn the fundamentals through a lot of the lessons that we've created and a lot of the content that's here. And then, being able to then figure out like, okay, am I really passionate about this? And if I am, and now I get some of the basics, now maybe I do want to move and actually go out and buy a physical piece of hardware. Or maybe I continue, mixing in VR or both, right? I can do any and all of it. It doesn't need to be an or, to be an and.
Yeah, I mean, our mission as a company and as a product is to empower aspiring DJs to become performing DJs. And we love real life. We kind of think of VR as a mirror of real life, as a way to amplify the real life experiences. So what we would want ideally is for people to learn on this equipment, but then go out there in real life, get onto the clubs and get into the festivals and start playing. And then, as you say, maybe, blending the two, like doing real life when real life is happening and do virtual worlds when virtual worlds are happening. So it can be like, a blend of the two.
And we have so many awesome examples of that, of, people who started inside of Tribe and learned the basics, learned the fundamentals, and then went out and did exactly as you said, and I think it's really cool. It's just so empowering. And I love what we're doing for people to literally be able to look down and see a full rig in front of you and be able to experience this. This is wild.
Yeah.
A wild experience.
Well, and just to kind of, clarify that this is, it's not a game, it's not a toy, it's really a tool, right? It's a thing that that you can use. And part of that means giving people access to their own music. So, we have the ability to import your own MP3 files or your own WAV files. We also have partnerships with our friends at Beatport. God bless you. Hello, everybody at Beatport. And our friends at SoundCloud. What's up, what's up, what's up? So you can have access to, whatever music defines your creative vision, your voice, and your whole vibe. You can load them up and then create playlists and, perform out into the world.
Yeah. And I mean, music is such an important part of being a DJ, and like sort of finding your sound through music and collecting music. Like that's a huge part of being a DJ. And then at the same time, there's some awesome tracks that are already preloaded inside of Tribe. So you can just sort of get going, and start to learn some of these concepts and follow along some of these lessons. And it all translates. It all translates over to your own music and, to your own rig.
Yeah. I mean, one of the cool things about VR is that because it's a digital platform, anything is possible. So right now, you and I are donning these avatars in order to get connected. But a big part of DJing is defining your identity and defining your brand. And that's something that you can also do in the app.
Yeah, I mean, people have been doing this already, where, this is Sally at work, 9 to 5, working at the accounting firm, and then, moonlights as, whomever she wants to be as a DJ. And it's this expression, right? And I think the ability to even take it a step further and, build a brand around this, like create visuals that can then go on the back wall and just, have this total new life inside of VR is really awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of that sort of becoming a DJ. I mean, one of the cool things in life is the process of becoming and transforming. And that's one of the amazing powers of VR, is it gives you a chance to become that thing. And also gives you, the simulation of a real world experience. So when you're performing either, streaming live to Twitch or to YouTube or other places, you do get the butterflies, and you kind of begin to, get comfortable with those butterflies and anticipate what it might be like to play out there in the real world. And through that process, it's a transformation takes place, and you are becoming a DJ. It's cool to see that happen.
It's incredible. I mean, honestly, over the last 15 years of teaching people to do that in the real world, and that's been one of the greatest joys of my career, is watching that transformative process that happens and watch somebody become who it is that they essentially were made to be and tap into that. And yeah, I mean, that can happen in the real world, and it can also happen here inside a Tribe.
Yeah. That's probably one of the most kind of heartwarming things about this whole journey, is connecting with folks in our community and hearing about those stories of kind of the light bulbs going off, where people just feel so grateful that now they have this superpower, the power of DJing, the power of music. Community is important.
Yeah, I mean, and the community inside a Tribe is just incredible. Super supportive community, like-minded individuals who love music, who want to find a way to express this and express themselves, and are just wanting to see other people succeed as well, and are willing to help and jump in on Discord and help answer a question, or who are attending some of these workshops that we're doing where we have live workshops and you're able to come in and ask questions and get help from mentors. I mean, it's an incredible experience overall. And, it's something that, if somebody is looking to get into DJing, this is a viable way to get into it. And like you said, it's not a game. This is a tool, and all of it will transfer.
Yeah. So a big shout out to the folks in our Discord community. Like you said, it's a loving community. It's supportive. It's about, helping each other out and kind of fulfilling your creative destiny, which is super cool. And we have, awesome resident DJ program as well, led by our very own Scott Marshall, and some of whom are going to be playing, during the WMC. And if you guys are interested in connecting with us, check out the app on the App Store, join the Discord community, check out Hapa's workshops. Let's get you rocking and rolling.
Yeah, love it.
Pew pew.